lays down his big blind.
So Daniel would be getting more than 3-2 on his money before you factor in the bounty.
So I have a shot to go for that pretty money. Some jaka money.
Bounty changes the math.
One for us, jaka bounty. Big one for the bounty for us, jaka.
Here he goes.
You have anything?
Let's see.
Oh, yes. Woohoo! You're so dead. Drawing totally live. How can you win this?
3 spades on the flop.
Well, bounty sometimes makes you call where otherwise you might not.
Daniel absolutely giddy now. Chance to knock off Faraz Jaka and get the $5,000 bounty. But he has to improve. Here's the flop. 5-5-7.
Oh, no. What happened there?
Not what Daniel was expecting.
Fair.
The bounty reminds me of how some casinos have a bonus in blackjack for getting 21 with 3-7. So some people will hit 14 against a dealer 3 instead of standing.
Turn card is a deuce.
Boring.
Keep it boring, baby.
Yeah, Jaka just has to survive one more street to double up.
And Negrano needs a king or an 8 to collect Jaka's bounty.
River card is a 4.
Boring.
Yeah, boring for Daniel, but exciting for Jaka, who gets to stick around as he doubles through Daniel.
For us, jaka.
I'd be happy if Daniel didn't say Jaka again.
Jaka with a double up bid. He is still pretty short at this table.
I can't believe I didn't win that hand. Thought for sure you were going home.
Jaka still in the house. Negrano's still looking for his first bounty. The Venetian in Las Vegas played host to the inaugural NAPT High Roller Bounty Shootout, where an elite field of poker's biggest names arrived with dreams of taking home part of the over $1.2 million prize pool.
Eat some of this. All in.
Scott Seaver knocked out everyone at his preliminary table and 2 more at the final table to earn the title Bounty Hunter and $215,000 in bounties and bonuses.
Do you believe in miracles?
But it was 21-year-old Ashton Griffin who reigned supreme, taking down the title and the nearly $500,000 winner-take-all prize. And of course, Norman somewhere here in the Mohegan Sun Poker Room is the next Bounty Shootout champion. Table 1 has 5 players left, but the 2 players that had the most success at the Venetian Shootout are in a hand. After the turn, Scott Seaver checked. Griffin bet $2,100. Seaver then check raised to $4,800.
They both look like they're trying to remember the circumference of a circle if you have the diameter.
Ashton Griffin repops it $2,700 more.
Hey, poker should be fun. These guys are thinking too much.
Seaver lays it down. Griffin takes the pot.
Can you show me the 5 of spades, please?
Seaver thinking the 21-year-old shimmy shammed him.
Griffin won't show him. All right, Seaver still healthy, over 33,000 chips. Griffin the short stack at table 1 with a little more than 20,000. 6 players at table 3. The runner-up to Griffin, Hoyt Corkins, is the chip leader there. He's watching 2 Canadians in a hand. Marcello De Grosso's queen high, all in and behind the ace high of Sean Buchanan.
Del Grosso needs a queen or a 7 to survive.
The river card is a king, and De Grosso will be the first victim out at that table, eliminated by Buchanan, who gets the bounty and $5,000.
One Canadian knocks out another. I think that's a misdemeanor in Canada.
So De Grosso, the first Canadian to go. Over at a full table 2, Greg Raymer with a shot at a bounty holding pocket tens. He called the pre-flop all-in of Brian Powell, who's pinning his hopes on King-Queen.
Why do the good-looking ones always go first?
The flop, 7 for ace. Raymer's pocket 10 still ahead.
Now it's just going to hurt more on the river.
Raymer must have won 17,000 races in his life. Let the kid win one.
Deuce on the turn. No help to Powell. Raymer still ahead.
Fossman's sitting pretty. Powell needs a king or a queen or he's done.
River card is a 5 of spades. Greg Raymer collects the first bounty chip from table 2 as Brian Powell is eliminated.
Powell should cut off a snippet of his hair, sign it, and give it to Fossil Man.
Greg working back towards his starting stack.
I can put that one in my pocket.
An extra $5,000 for Raymer.
Now you got money to go to the dice table, Greg.
I'd rather play poker than.
So with that knockout, Greg Raymer on the bounty leaderboard. Let's see how everybody stacks up. Vasquez in the lead. Peasant, Raymer, Buchanan, and Dan Smith tied with 1. Smith took out Canadian Steve Goosen a short while ago. Whoever ends up with the most bounties will win a seat to the next NAPT Shootout event. Back to the feature table. Faraz Jaka had 4 bounties at the Venetian. None so far here tonight.
Oh, I wanted to win your bounty. That would have been fun. Could have had the Jaka bounty.
It's worth extra.
Daniel still looking for his first ever shootout bounty. Action on. Brian Lemke, pocket queens. Brian raises the action to 1,025. Negrano, 9 deuce. He lays it down to Jaka now with pocket kings.
Jaka with a degree in economics and business management from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Re-raised to 2,400 to Joe Gibbons. Queen Jack in the small blind.
Real estate investor. It's tough to be an amateur in this group. You're swimming with sharks.
He makes the call. Amateur Horwich lays it down.
Lemke's thinking 4-bet here.
He does indeed. He raises Jaka all in.
Jaka just hoping he hasn't run into aces.
As Daniel would say, the Jaka Jaka bounty.
There you go. Jaka is all in. To Gibbons now, and he'll lay it down. So heads up, Jaka at risk with his kings against Lemke's queens.
Jaka on the rise.
Lemke runs into the Jaka Jaka King King.
Lemke not liking his chances of picking up this table's first bounty.
Did you have any of our outs?
You're in good shape.
Indeed, Gibbons folded a queen that Lemke will need. All right, here's the flop. Jaka at risk. 7, 9, 10. Jaka still with the best of it.
Jaka, a 24-year-old pro. Lemke, a 33-year-old pro.
Good reason for that smile. Jaka way ahead, you see by the percentages. The 8 puts a straight draw on the board. Lemke drawing to a higher straight. Gibbons would have made a straight there.
Well, now they would chop the pot if a 6 hits the board. They both have a 10-high straight. Otherwise, Lemke can only knock out Jaka with a river jack or queen.
The river card, a 4 of clubs, and Jaka will double up again. This one a little bigger. He's back in the game.
I almost called a jack queen. That would have been a nice suck out, huh?
You had Jack Queen? Wow. You would have busted them both.
I was getting ready to book my flight. Broke down my freaking flight number and everything.
But he's going to stick around. We've seen the Jaka Jaka bounty at risk twice today, and its owner is now again a factor at this featured table. All 6 players still remain at this featured table in this NAPT Bounty Shootout. The goal to be the last player standing and advance to the winner-take-all final table. Here's how our featured table players stack up. Gibbons still on top, followed by Horwich. Jaka up to 3rd, followed by Negreanu. Lemke and Mitzi are the short stacks. Faraz Jaka on the rebound here, despite the incessant needling he's been taking from Daniel Negreanu.
Did you ever have a job, Faraz Jaka Jaka?
Nope.
No? You played poker your whole life. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24? And you never had a job? Your parents must be proud.
I know Daniel once made sandwiches at Subway. I'm not sure that qualifies him for a CEO seminar.
All right, chip leader Joe Gibbons lays it down. Second biggest stack, Perry Horwich. We'll sit this one out as well. Over to Brian Lemke. Lemke with Queen 4 of hearts.
When Lemke won his World Series bracelet, it was a field of 655, and Faraz Jaka was 18th.
Brian studied criminal justice in college. Looks like he's trying to steal this pot with Queen 4. He raised